channel. Alright, we are using this defogging mode, which is the first time I'm actually noticing this and ever using it. And it came in really handy today, so I think I'm going to take a moment and talk about this defogging mode. If it wasn't for that, I would have zero visibility myself, and I personally wouldn't trust FSD to be running if I don't have visibility, you know. And I think the fact that it's working right now is pretty wild, and I'm like extra supervising, because anytime there's weather related or even construction related stuff, I try to be like extra. And look at this is on defog mode, so sorry if my voice is kind of muffled through that, but it's coming in pretty handy right now because of this rain. Like it's pretty you know, hazy in the car already by itself, just with me sitting in here, I guess. Yeah, this is keeping it nice and cool. So we're looking to make a right here onto 7, and lots of cars coming at me to my left, so FSD doing a good job just hanging tight until we get our footing. Especially in this rain, I'm not trying to make any sudden movements and then like skid out or anything like that, so we got to take it real easy. So let's see, FSD deciding to go perfectly. All right, right on. Nice job with the right, and I like the way it waited. Here it's deciding to take over. It does say poor weather detected, so at the very least, you know, we are working with that. Oh my gosh, there already looks like there is some, oof, I can't even wrap my head around what I'm looking at to my left here. Wow, I really pray that everyone is okay. What I just saw there, oh my gosh, this is going to be a treacherous drive for me. And let's see if I can turn down the AC a little bit. You see, as soon as I turn it down, this starts fogging up again. And you know, I think this whole defogging thing is actually pretty cool, and I'm just going to kind of let it do its thing. Yeah, I think that's actually better, instead of me messing around with it. And that way I could focus on driving with as much as is going on at this moment. You know, I'm still letting FSD drive. And you know, look at this. This is a final destination situation right here. I got the tree log thing in front of me, and this is the moment where I like to take over personally. You know, this is where I can't trust the computer. And it's not that the computer can't do it at this moment. I just feel more comfortable getting around it at this point before I re-engage it. And that's the beauty of having FSD. You know, it's not like you have to use it every second. It's really about how you use it, you know. And if you find it handy, then yeah, it's a nice driver assist tool, you know. But at the same time, it's all about safety. Like sometimes I use it to stop the vehicle, and it works, you know. Especially if there's a car in front of you, then I feel like it's very reliable because it's following the path of the car in front of it. And then, you know, you can kind of feel safe about it stopping, because I find, you know, FSD takes some time getting comfortable with too. It's not like, you know, bam, you know how to use this right away. No one really does, you know. It's just kind of, we're figuring it out as we go. And it's interesting at the same time. It's a lot of fun. But safety first every time, because look at this final destination truck right next to me right here, ready to chop wood down. I don't even want to be around it. You see what I'm saying? Like this is just too much in the rain. Even that guy in the red Tesla knows, like, it's too much, you know. I'm not sure if he's using Autopilot around him or not, you know, but this is the moment where I like to have my hands on the wheel, you know, so I could just slowly get around. I think, you know, it might not be a good idea I take this Georgetown Pike exit right now, which is normally what I do. But because of this heavy rain situation, I think I'm going to stay straight onto 495 and just head that way, because that's kind of where I need to go anyways. And at this, you know, this is when all the trees can knock down very easily, for trees to knock down in this type of weather. So you gotta be extra vigilant. Like, my nav says to go that way, and I probably would have went that way. That's like my go-to route. If you've seen any of my videos, you know, I always try to test FSD out. And look, it's like begging me to go back on it. Because, yeah, it knows that that's the scenic route. But at the same time, right now, I'm trying to take the safer route. And I think it's more important that I just stay on high ground right now, other than being out on that. Because look, this is already flooding where I'm at here. And I'm in a Model 3. I kind of wish I brought out the Model Y today, but that's okay. I love my Model 3, and it gets me through like everything. I've never had an issue with it before, ever, in the snow, in the rain. It's a very, very dependable car, especially in weather-related stuff. You know, that's one thing I come to learn, and that's really where things matter. You know, because yeah. Like the back tires, you know, with a rear wheel drive can easily skid out. You know, it has more like fishtail ability compared to like all-wheel drive. You know, so all-wheel drive is definitely going to be better than a rear wheel drive, no doubt. And dual motor, of course, is going to be better than a single motor. But at the same time, you know, I feel like if the car doesn't have like a badge on it, like, you know, like a nice Shelby, you know, or something serious, like I know that my car can smoke like, you know, 90% of cars on the road, and I have the cheapest Tesla. You know, this is the rear wheel drive. So yeah, this is doing the trick for me all day long. And not just that, as you can see, I'm at 97%. I got the charge to 100 today, you know, and that's not something that's recommended for all Tesla vehicles. It says, you know, to charge to 80. On our Model Y, we're supposed to charge to 80. And yeah, so that's one thing that's nice about the LFP battery. You know, we get the 100%. And really comes down to the same miles, if you really think about it. My 100% is like the 80% on the Y, so when it comes down to miles, it really doesn't make a difference, honestly. Like, it really comes down to your driving habits and how much you use it, you know? And once you wrap your head around the fact that you could just plug this in at home, like anywhere, there's chargers everywhere, and there's just more and more being filled everywhere. Like, come on. In the DMV area especially, we got chargers everywhere. And if you don't have that PlugShare app, make sure you download that app, because, and no, they don't pay me, maybe they should, but yeah, PlugShare is legit. You're gonna find all sorts of plugs all around this area. And yeah, I've discovered a lot. You know, I use the Dulles location mall, I use the Tyson's location mall, I used the Annapolis location recently. That was really cool. I found it using PlugShare. So yeah, check that app out because it's legit. All right, I want to thank everyone for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. This was an interesting one here to shoot for sure. I'm just, you know, thankful once again that we're on the road. This video wasn't too much about FSD. You know, like, again, I like to make it about FSD when I feel safe, and that's number one about, you know, anytime you get behind the car. So yeah, thanks again for watching this video, and have a great rest of your day.